Guys, I'm super excited for today's releases. This is my next collab with Randi of PlannerPixieCo. We've done quite a few now. I really love collabing with her. Her art that she gets done is so fantastic. I always love the theme, and of course, the art style is a favorite. And so I'm always really happy to design foil. So as usual, she has the foil bundle available in her, not the foil bundle, sorry. She has the kit available in her shop. I have the foil bundle available in my shop. Both of us offer physical and printable versions. So let's go ahead and go over the kit first. This is Smurfs themed, as you can tell. Now, I had not really had any prior experience with the Smurfs. I didn't really know anything about them except that they're little blue creatures and they have little white caps. And that's basically the extent of it. I think I knew the characters Papa Smurf and Smurfette, and that was about it. So I had to do a bit of research for this, which basically entailed watching a few episodes of the older show. I still have to watch the movie. I think that would be cute. The newer, like, live action kind of movie. I think that would be really fun. But I did enjoy the few episodes of the show that I watched. It seems like something that I would have really enjoyed back in the day. Of course, I think the first episodes came out like way before I was born, but it still would have been fun to watch when I was a kid. But yeah, I think after those few episodes and a little bit of like Wikipedia research, essentially, I can pretty reliably name all the characters in here. This is a very character heavy kit. 'Cause like everything else like is kind of episode specific, I feel like, any other characters or items you would include. So it just kind of made sense to do a character heavy kit. So that's what we have here. So the first page of full boxes includes 6 characters and then a double box scene of the little mushroom village, which is super cute. There's a lot of daisies. We have Papa Smurf over here, Smurfette, and then we have Brainy Smurf, Grouchy Smurf, Handy Smurf, and Vanity Smurf, I believe. I'm not too positive on those two, but I'm pretty sure that's it. And then we have an add-ons sheet with the tall box of Gargamel and Azrael, his cat. He's like the villain of the Smurfs. And then 2 extra Smurfs over here. We have Jokey Smurf and Greedy Smurf, I believe. So, as usual for my personal printed kits, like this is the kit that I'm going to use. First of all, disregard any like printing errors. I think my printer needed a print head cleaning before I did this. So like one of these pages is going to be super nice quality and the rest are going to be like ink splotches everywhere and like lines through the colors. So just ignore that. And then also I did splice and dice this kit and to only print out what I needed and extras of like stuff I needed more of. So this is not necessarily the version that will be available. This is just what I'm going to use for my planner. So after the first page, I put the glitter headers here. These are the 4 colors that are used. We have blue, red, yellow, and green, a classic. And then we have the deco page. I kind of sliced up this page quite a bit. And this page I left alone. This is the little things page. And these 2 as well, the solid boxes page and pattern boxes. And then here's the bottom washi page. We also have Hefty Smurf on this page. He's the one with the little heart tattoo. And then these are the default washi options. She does offer washi add-on strips, so you can switch out, I think, the pattern for a number of different patterns. And then this page I also spliced and diced. I kept all 6 square boxes because I do love my squares, and both patterns because I just wasn't sure which one I'd want to use. And then I kept 1 habit tracker and then 1 kind of washi strip there, and then I put the big box on this page as well. So that has Smurfette and then a couple of the other Smurfs who are trying to paint a little mushroom house and they're getting distracted. Super cute. And then, as I already mentioned, there's this add-on sheet, and then there's the 5th color sampler, which is this nice shade of pink. So I picked that up as well. Not picked that up, I printed that out. So yeah, that is called Feeling Blue. That's what the kit name is. Now let's go ahead and go over my foil for it. There are a few color options. Now at just a quick glance, I decided to do this in lavender. This was before I had printed it out and swatched it. So let's see what colors actually could go with it other than lavender now that I have the printed kit and my swatches in front of me. I think pretty much any of the golds would work really nicely. This is like a really perfect gold shade of yellow. I'm gonna have to like make a note of that it prints like a perfect gold. I feel like I'm gonna have to sample that, get that hex code written down somewhere for my own personal use, because it's so hard to like represent gold as a flat color in kits. I tried to do that with my Bookish Christmas kit, and I think it ended up being like more beigey, more tan. I don't know, but this is like the perfect shade of yellow for gold foil. So I would say any of the golds would work really well. You could do silver if you want, but there's not really a ton of silver in this kit, so I would not probably do anything with silver. Let's see, pink. I was like glancing at it, and I was having a hard time choosing between ballerina and light pink, but I think light pink is definitely the vibe, so you could also do light pink. That would work really well. That's like two of our most recent collabs that would work well with light pink. I wouldn't do any of the reds, at least with my... I know that like printers are particularly finicky about printing red colors. Like that is one of the most common colors to get off, or like to print slightly different from what you see on the monitor. So my printer will print this red pretty dark. So it will depend on a lot of things. So for that reason, I would not go with either of the reds I have, but the Merlot seems to work pretty well. I think the plum might work even better. No, I think Merlot, because it does leave more red. So anyway, I think that would be the vibe for that. Let's see about blues. Ice blue is not really an exact match. I mean, you could do either one, ice blue or light blue. Like, either one I feel like would be fine. It's not going to be an exact match, but it's going to be close enough to work with my theory of the foil will match with itself, and that's really all that matters, rather than being an exact match to the kit. Especially over boxes that don't contain a lot of blue, like the double box scene. But since the Smurfs themselves are blue, it's going to be a very blue heavy kit, so I would not go with such a matching, like, complementary foil instead of an opposite foil. That said, blue glitter would be cute. She did recommend blue glitter. I feel like if you were going to go with the blue glitter, I might do like mixed metal blue glitter and either pink or purple. Let's see about greens. I feel like grass green kind of matches the trees. There's not, and like the grass, so there's not a lot of that greenery in the kit, which is why it would kind of be a good option to go with that. I don't really see any of the other greens matching as well, but be aware that it is a matte foil, so it's going to kind of blend in where it has the opportunity to do so, whereas the shiny foil stands out a little more. Just be aware of that. Lavender I think was a great choice, so that's what I'm going to be showing you today. You could do lavender hollow as well. None of the other purples really. Let's look at what I got here. These were previous limited edition foils. Let me just see if any work just for my own personal idea. This sheet, this swatch contains a spoiler for something. Purple confetti actually would work. So since it's your last like week or so to pick up purple confetti, if you want that with this kit, I would pick that up now. But yeah, I'm really liking the idea of like pink lavender or blue glitter, maybe Merlot. Like those options would all be great along with literally any shade of gold. So since I can't pick, I would probably do a mixed metal moment. Anyways, let's go into the actual bundle. So as usual, this is a very custom bundle, as I do with all my collabs. Each full box overlay is designed for a specific full box. The last collab I did was kind of a little more loosey-goosey because there were so many extra full boxes, but Randi has like a pretty set format with just like a limited number. I think it's usually like 10. I think this one has 11 because of the add-ons sheet. So there's like 9 in the base kit plus these two. So that's 11 plus the tall box and the big box, which she always has like one of each. So that was pretty easy. So my format is like, was able to remain kind of the same for this collab, and each full box does have a specific overlay. So as usual, the first page lines up with the first page. You can just lay it over and you can see kind of my thought process here. So the double box scene, I did something new. I did a combination of border and dangles and swoops across the whole thing. You can kind of see the cut lines there where it slices. There's like maybe 1 dot's worth of slice in between them. And I also adjusted the cut lines here for my own personal use so that they are pretty much right next to each other, so we're not missing too much in the interior of the design. Like, let me see if I can lift them up a little bit and show you how close I cut it. That's how close I cut them. That's just for my own personal use, but yeah. And there's little daisies hanging from the swoops right there. Did I say dangles at first? I meant swoops. But yeah, kind of fun idea there. And then for Papa Smurf, he has a bunch of little mushrooms along the bottom and then some confetti dots on the upper part. So I tried to do something like super different for each box. I try to get really creative, such as these little half daisies around Smurfette, which I've never done an overlay like this, but I love it and I want to do more like that. Like even the floral collection I think doesn't have something like that, but that's really cute. And they are kind of framing her perfectly so that they don't cover up any important clip art. Brainy Smurf has the medium 4-corner confetti. Grouchy Smurf, of course, has his famous quote, which is "I hate," and then insert blank here. So in this case, I wanted to choose something that we could all get behind. So that's obviously planner related. So I just put "I hate not having enough time to plan," because I feel like as a species, us planner people never have enough time to plan. So that's his quote of the kit there. And there's daisies around that. And then Handy Smurf gets the full confetti, which I'll show you a little closer up. We have 2 outlines of Smurfs. We have some outline daisies, filled in daisies, a little Smurf hat, a mushroom, and a larger daisy with the stem over here, and then confetti on the outside, and little mushrooms interspersed, like little filled in mushrooms. So that is the confetti. And then over here, Vanity Smurf, who has a really pretty flower on his cap, gets the little double border with daisies, which I don't usually do this type of border, but I'm trying to do it more because it's really cute. So yeah, they're all pretty different. I try not to do too many like border variations because there's like a million types of borders that you could do, and I am obsessed with border overlays, but I try not to do too many because it's very easy to go overboard with the borders. I usually do 1 full confetti and 1 medium 4-corner on this first page as well. That's like something that I've noticed is pretty standard. Usually I'll do 2 quotes, but this was only 1 because there are quotes on some other boxes, which I'll show you when we get there. All right, and for the underlays, I just had to do like a little mushroom pattern here, but I did doctor it up a bit. So instead of like just plain mushroom outlines, I replaced some of them with little Smurf caps and some with the daisies that you will see elsewhere in the collection, or in the foil bundle exclusive rather. So that is the underlays. They are nice and full cover. I feel like that would be really, really cute, but they are like very outliney. So they're full cover, but they're not filled in. So it's not going to be like an assault on the eyes, shall we say. All right, for the headers page, we have as usual our 3 different headers. We have the confetti right here. And then we have alternating daisies and mushrooms, and then we have just the outline daisies. Those are our 3 designs. As usual, just leave a note to seller if you want any other combination of headers. Like if you want all daisies, or all confetti, or half daisies, half confetti, just let me know. I'll do whatever you want. And then for these 2, these have specific boxes that they go over. So let me try to actually remember what I chose here. I'm pretty sure that this border overlay is supposed to go over hefty. Let me just glance real quickly at the other page. Yeah, this is supposed to go over hefty. So we have the border with the daisies. So I only did, I think, 3 border overlays, not including on the add-ons page. So I'm really proud of myself for that. But that's another kind of newish border design style that I'm really loving lately. And then we have the full cover quote, which can go over one of the pattern full boxes, which I feel like we all love and try to use when they're available. So I always do a full cover quote like that because it has like the confetti around it. So I would choose one of those. I really like this daisy one, obviously. So I could go like that. And I just like picked something with Smurf in it because Smurf is like a noun adjective verb. It's whatever you want it to be. So I just like made up something generic. Let's go on a Smurf-tastic adventure. So there you go. And then there's like little daisies up above and down below. It's super cute. And then for the deco, we have outlines of, I think, 10 different Smurfs You can easily tell that's Jokey right there with the present. You can kind of tell who each one of them is, I feel like. And then there's like smaller mushroom and daisy deco, and then there's tiny little cluster daisies right there. So that is the headers page. Now the bottom washi I'm super obsessed with. Just quickly get everything in order. So I was super pleased to find these mushroom house designs because they needed to happen. I needed to utilize this mushroom house aesthetic in the washi. I just knew it. And there was like literally only one design out there that would work. And so I was really pleased to come across it. But I put them all together to make this little mushroom house village. And how freaking cute is that as washi? Like, I could not imagine anything better, honestly. You're going to want to put this over the solid washi so that you can see the details better. And then the confetti, of course, can go over the pattern washi. I've been trying to make the confetti less busy. I think I did better in my last collab than this one. But I'm going to try to make it less busy so that it, like, works better over, like, pattern bottom washi, which I feel like most of us use. So, and then there's the flag overlays. So there's, like, one Smurf outline, one mushroom, and then one filled in daisy. And, of course, on the sheet as well, we have our date dots, weekend banner, tiny deco, and then dividers. All right, last but not least, we have the add-ons page. So let me grab the add-ons that I printed out from the kit so we can show you how they line up, if I can find them, which I am miserably failing at. Sorry if you can hear my dog. He's found somebody to bark at. Okay, here's the add-ons page. So as usual, we have our 2 extra full box overlays. So this quote one goes over Jokey, of course. I'm almost positive that he said in one of the episodes that I was watching, he said, like, I've got a surprise for you. Like, laughing, like handing some other creature a box. I think at least twice he said it. And obviously it's a bomb because he's Jokey and he's always giving people bombs as gifts. So pretty sure like that's his quote or it's some variation of that. So I put that down there, and then the little daisy dangles up above. I try to use a motif at least once or twice just to kind of keep it as a motif. So I also took these like half daisies and kind of put them in the corners for Grady Smurf as well. So those are really cute corner overlays. Loving that. So you have that, and then for the tall box with Gargamel and Azrael, I put another generic Smurf quote that seems like something he would say at one point if he were a Smurf, which in one of the episodes I watched, he like did live with the Smurfs for a while and like was their size. So he's out there saying what the Smurf because he's angry that he got foiled trying to find their village yet again. That's like his goal. But he gets the corner confetti and then the confetti, like confetti dots around filling in the rest of the border, which is another new type of overlay that I've been doing. So he has combination confetti plus quote. And then loving this big box overlay. Again, I feel like I always do borders for these, and I try not to every single time, but I do most of the time. So here we go. It's just your simple border with confetti dots in these corners, and then these corners have your little icons. So we have the daisies in this corner, and then the Smurf outline in this corner. The cut lines are a little bit messed up on this one just because of the machine that I was using, but it isn't actually meant to cut through these daisies. So the versions that will get sent out will not have anything cut through there. But yeah, super cute design. And then we do also have the hole reinforcers on this sheet, which have the little mushroom, Smurf cap, daisy, and then confetti dots. So that is it for this collab. It is like one of my favorites, of course. Even though I was just introduced to the Smurfs, I think they're super cute, and now I need more than ever to put them in my planner, so I'm glad I have such a perfect kit to do that. So thank you for coming up with another amazing idea for a kit, Randy, and thank you for letting me design super cute foil for it. I really love this collab, so let me know what you guys think. If you are excited about it, let me know what foil color you choose to pair it with, because there's too many choices, and honestly, I don't even think I can decide. It's definitely going to be a mixed metal moment of some sort, so we'll see when we get there. But in the meantime, oh yeah, here's some recent bracelets that I've done, because that's my new hobby, my new non-monetized hobby. Got some daisy and rose chains over here. But yeah, let me know what you think and what you're gonna pick up. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be amazing, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao ciao.